Welcome to the Daily Jing for Tuesday, June 5th. Here's the quote of the day. I write to find out what to say. I edit, revise, to figure out how to say it. Cheryl Strayed. Okay, let's go to the schedule. It's Tuesday of the last week. You should start the revision plan, the last SRA. I've gone in and read your persuasive research papers, at least the ones that you've posted to me already, and given you comments. So find those in your shared with me folder in Google. Also, take a look at this sample persuasive research essay. Should students have the right of freedom of speech? This is also linked in the assignment sheet. But this is a perfect example of the kind of research essay that I'm looking for. Okay, let's look at the key page. You should take a look at the example of a works cited page here. Click on this. So this is the format for the works cited page that I like you to use, and you can do these. You can do this indentation in Word and in Google, and then put it at the bottom of your paper. You will be able to make it a particular page, at the end. Put in a page break and make it the last page. Okay. The other thing that I'd like you to consider is that, here, and I'll show you this. Okay, here we are in D2L, and when you post your paper, and you can post this early, because what you want to do is look at the Turnitin score for your paper. So as you can see here, there's a little icon and it says Turnitin originality check enabled, and so you can post your paper in here and you can see what Turnitin says about your paper, how original it is, or in terms that you might have heard before, how much plagiarism there is in it, and you want to have a score below 30%, at least around 20%. And remember, when you look at this, they're going to highlight your sources, and if your sources have been cited correctly, then you don't have to worry about anything. But if there are any other places that aren't cited, you should make sure that you cite those, because I'm going to look at this originality score for your paper, and if it's high, then I'm not going to accept your paper. So and what you can do here too is that you can post your paper multiple times, because when you post your paper, it replaces the first draft or the first copy that you put in. So I will see the last copy of your paper, as the one that you want me to read in the end. So, don't be afraid of putting your paper in here as a test case, to see how Turnitin looks at the paper. Okay. Okay, and one last thing. I put in the final exam assignment, which is here in the Thursday block. So have a look at that. Both the the final draft of your research paper and the final exam assignment are due finally by 11:55 a.m. on Saturday. That's 5 minutes to noon. Okay, so back to the notes. Where can I find this sample persuasive research paper? You can find it in today's slot in the schedule, and it's also in the assignment sheet. Okay, all right, thanks, bye.